Good evening, good evening. Hello, hello. We're here to talk body, mind, and spirit for me to ask to answer all your questions that you have in regards to your ailments and diseases and start to see those from another perspective. I'm going to make my collagen today, my also my electrolytes. Okay. And tonight I wasn't planning to come on live. I had decided to rest. I had decided to reset because starting with Sunday, the 1st of March, so good. Starting with Sunday, the 1st of March, I'm coming into the Diamond Club. So good. So I'm starting the Diamond Club, and I just wanted to reset. Okay, so yeah, I planned today to rest. I didn't want to come live, but a very very beautiful soul messaged me and asked me, and she might probably come on live here. If I see her, I'm going to ask her to say hi. Gina, her name is Gina. Hello, Gina. Hello, Gina just joined. Gina, I was just talking about you right now. Okay, hello. So, just to recap, because it was about you, on Sunday, because it's the 1st of March, I am planning to start the Diamond Club, which is a series of educative, like educational lives and so on. Okay, and I wasn't planning to, just one moment because the notifications are coming. I wasn't planning to come on live today, but a beautiful soul messaged me, which is you, Gina, and you asked me, are you coming live tonight? And I felt your message very, very deep in my spirit. I felt like God was talking to me through you. I felt responsibility in the moment when you messaged me. Okay, I also felt love, a lot of love. I felt the connection in my heart chakra. Okay, and I felt that someone is holding on. Okay, you are waiting for a word of hope. And yeah, drop us here in the message, how do you feel? What are you going through right now? Okay, I know that your emotions are ups and downs. You know, you feel maybe storms. You feel, one day you're strong. I had a birthday. Yes, your Monday, it was your birthday. By the way, how old did you turn? Was it, I'm not going to say, I don't know exactly, 56 or something like that? 60. Wow. Why did I understand 56? Well, happy birthday, Gina. I really appreciate you. And you are stronger and younger than ever, okay? And I know one day you are strong, and maybe, and it's available for everyone. Um, One day you're strong, and one day you're drowning in thoughts. At least you appreciate me. I really do. And this life tonight, I want to dedicate it for you. I really do. And don't think that you are the only person which is having these ups and downs. Okay? I know, one day we are all strong, we're cheerful, but the next day we are drowning in thoughts. We are drowning maybe in fear, in anxiety, in loneliness, maybe in self-doubt. Okay, so we feel all of that. And the hardest part is pretending that we are okay. That is the hardest part. So tonight I want you to hear this. I want you to hear that we are all human beings. And even when we have those moments when we think, am I really bringing value? Um, am I good enough? Exactly like you said, I haven't had a good sleep because my mind is racing. Well, I think you will benefit a lot from this life, because even that your mind is racing, with thoughts like, am I really good enough? And so on. Tonight, God reminded us something very powerful. Okay? The fact that you messaged me, you also, if you feel it tells me that you feel a lot, and you really see value in this video, in this live. Okay? And yeah, I felt confirmation in the moment when you messaged me. I felt confirmation, because I felt that God spoke to me through people, through you. Okay, so you are a God's messenger. I really wanted to understand that your obedience, your way that you are in my life, it's really appreciated. It really is. Okay, and we're all on this path called life, to heal spiritually, to heal emotionally, and also, feel, also this healing of physical, like you're used with my life's body, mind, and spirit, and so on. So when life gets hard, like it is to you right now, I would like everyone on this life benefit from you, everyone that is feeling down. Well, this live is recorded also on YouTube, so I'm sure that a lot of people will benefit. But it is about you, Gina. Whether you like it or not, or you believe it or not, you tonight decided for me to come on. So I hope this video. Thank you so much, Anna Maria. It's great to see you. I can't believe that you're also a night owl. You normally sleep at this time. But when life hits hard, like in your case, Gina, and your nervous system takes the impact, your body is holding stress, your brain chemistry shifts, your sleep changes, like you mentioned, your hormones react, maybe your digestion reacts, because we know that our gut is our second brain. Our mood swings intensify, all of that. Today I have an emergency with one of my patients from China. You mentioned a lot about China, Anna Maria, so I hope everything goes well for you. Okay, so when life hits hard with everything, um, and we are only coping, barely surviving. What am I good at? And now racing thoughts, like you said. I agree, our gut is responsible for our health. Absolutely, Donna. It is what it is. That absolutely. So if you are without support tools, it becomes even more exhausting. So I know it's hard. Something is in the air. Emotions are raising day by day. Absolutely, I agree. I agree. Something is in the air. I don't know what, but it is. And I know when life hits hard, I know how I cope with these moments, because trust me, Gina, I'm speaking to you. I have ups and downs as well. Chemtrails, yes. So I have ups and downs as well. Trust me, I do, even that it doesn't come across like that. I really do. I'm a human being. And this is why I know how I cope. I have my tools, I cope by shutting down. That is numbness. That is numbness. Let's just talk tonight. Yeah, let's just talk tonight. Because as I said, this video, this live is dedicated especially for you. The fact that other people will benefit as well, that's a bonus. But I'm talking to you because you also motivated me to come on live. Otherwise, after the gym, when I messaged you earlier that I was at the gym, I said to myself, I'm not going to come live. I just done my gym and I'm coming live another time because I wanted a reset. Anyway, so when life hits hard, I cope with my tools, with my support tools. And my tools are, the support tools around us, i.e., the essential oils, are not weakness. They are really a big wisdom. This is why I know I cope well when I have this ups and downs moment with my tools. It's very hard for me to think about someone, how hard it is for someone which don't have support tools. Because for me, essential oils are not just nice smells or bad smells or whatever smells, okay? It's more than that. It's a nervous system regulators. They are grounding anchors. They are also emotional stabilizers for me. Okay. And when my anxiety rises, and I do have it, Anna Maria is here on my life and she knows exactly my life. She knows I have ups and downs. Okay. So when anxiety hits, when anxiety rises, then my oils through inhalation, through topical applications, they are calming the amygdala. Okay, amygdala, the limbic system. When I feel sadness, for example, I feel heavy, very heavy, and the oils are that uplifting mood. Uplifting my mood is uplifting my neurotransmitters. Okay, when sleep disappears, I am very deprived of sleep. you know, Trust me, I really am because I look in the UK because I live in the UK. It's now 2:30 in the morning. I know I have to wake up at 7:45 because I'm starting an awareness course. And what means that? Means that I have speeded when I was going to the job. I went over the speed limit, and hence I've got a fine. And they said instead of putting points on your driving license, we put you on this course. So tomorrow is my course, and it starts at 8 o'clock, and I have to be on camera. It's no like I sleep, and no, I have to be on camera. So I know I have to wake up at 7:45. So when sleep disappears, I know my oils are gently guiding me to rest. I know. I know that I feel in the moment when I have this short sleep, I'm guided with the oils. When my hormones fluctuated because I'm menopausal for 5 years in May, the oils are my support balance. Oh my God, that just happened to my son also. He has to take a course. Yeah. Well, I wish him all the best. But yeah, it happened to me as well. It happened in December, and I have booked it now. Okay. So, someone or someone who is in constant that fight flight mode, you can't heal emotionally. You just can't start that process if your nervous system is in that constant fight or flight mode. Can we reverse chronic UTI? You can, absolutely, with essential oils, and not any essential oils, because the industry is very adulterated and contaminated, only with doTERRA. Okay? So you cannot think properly, you cannot think if yeah, clearly, I will say, if your body is overwhelmed and very stressed with chemicals, medication, food which is all sorts of like junk food, emotions, and so on. So we can't think clearly. We cannot rise. We cannot rise powerfully if we are running on empty. Okay, that's what it is. So healing, in my opinion, it requires tools, supporting tools. Let me drink some of my. I'm very thirsty after the gym. Good evening, Mihaela. Nice joining you today. Oops. Yes, it's lovely to see you. To see you too. So the healing requires tools, and here it depends on everyone how you see those tools. For some people, is prayer plus action. For some people, is maybe faith plus wisdom. I don't know. Maybe for some are hope, support, and so on. Okay. But Gina, I'm talking to you especially. The emotions that you are feeling right now. I watched your YouTube video on childhood trauma. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad about that. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm talking to you, Gina. All of those emotions. Thank you, Sue, for the heart. Thank you. All of those emotions that you are feeling right now are not your enemy. And again, people are seeing. Thank you so much for sharing this. People are seeing symptoms and emotions and everything as bad, as enemies, as yeah. That's what they see. But trust me, your emotions are not your enemy. They are very much signals. Signals, okay? And you don't have to manage them alone. I know it's hard to manage them. Hence, you messaged me, Gina. Okay, if you are barely coping, you need to upgrade your support system. Upgrade your environment, upgrade your habits. Because if you stay where you are, you will only stay there. You need to upgrade. You need to upgrade your inner circle, like I like to say it. And of course, you will need to upgrade your tools, because you said when you go through these moments, you shut down. Yeah, it's it's not the way to cope in these moments. Okay, maybe you're not feeling good enough. Maybe you're thinking, oh, I'm not doing enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not inspiring enough, my family is like that, and so on. But the enemy, the enemy it loves that isolation and that comparison. It is like that. And the purpose in life, we are here to evolve, we are here to become the best version of ourselves. You didn't go wrong. Of course, you didn't give me a lot of information. You just said that you have one of those episodes, emotional episodes where you go through ups and down, but you didn't give me a lot of details. What happened there, you know? The purpose is not about perfection. It's about obedience. And tonight I choose, you know, to be here with you. To be here with you, and I want to listen to you. What actually happened? Why do you think that you went wrong somewhere? Hmm? Maybe you feel small. I don't know. Maybe someone in your life. Um, Thank you so much, Sue. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, I really felt in the moment when I saw that message, and I was that hairline doesn't inspire much confidence. Okay. Um, So when I saw that message, I thought, oh, it hit me right here in the heart. And I knew that you need encouragement, you need compassion, and you need hope. Okay? And that is very much courage, I will say it. Because it takes courage even to admit to a stranger, like, I am. It takes a lot of courage to admit that you are struggling, and you've done amazing. You've done amazing. It takes courage even to reach out. How come that in that moment you thought about messaging me? What country are you from? I'm from Romania originally, like Romanian by background, but I live in the UK for 19 years. Okay, so it takes a lot of courage to reach out, especially to a stranger on the internet. It takes courage to even say I need, and you didn't have to use that word I need. I felt it in your message. I felt it. None of my kids or my husband did anything for me on my birthday. Nothing. Oh, and especially that you turned 60, because you changed that profile. So they didn't even say happy birthday. Hmm? I feel sad. I feel the sadness. But we are 9 people here, and we're all going to tell you happy belated birthday, because Gina's birthday was on Monday. How have you been treating them? Mm, yeah, you see, we are here 9 people, and all of us are saying happy belated birthday, happy belated 60th birthday. And it's good when no cards, no cake, no flowers, no gifts, a big fat zero. Oh, it's very sad. I really feel sad because, you know, it's you wanted, but at least did they say happy birthday? Like verbally. Hmm? What about that? But I feel your pain. I really feel it. Yeah. Yes, verbally. Okay. Yeah. Mm. It's yeah, I understand how you're feeling. And I'm glad that you reached out. I'm glad that you reached out and we can speak. If you feel emotionally low, um, if you think at the moment that your stress is controlling your days, maybe, like you said, racing thoughts, reach out and don't suffer silently. Don't suffer. I realize my problem is I do too much for them that I'm taking for granted. Do you see? Look, deep philosophy already started to. Happy belated birthday. I believe you are amazing. Here are some flowers. There we are, because here on My Lives, we are creating a community. And there are some regular people which are always coming on My Lives, and thank you. Look, it's so nice. But it is sad what you've been going through, because uh, yeah. And sometimes, birthdays don't need that big celebration. Sometimes they feel heavy, like it felt in your case, because nobody said anything. Um, yeah, But also birthdays, I think they remind us of what we hope we would be, by now. Maybe they tell us about reminds us about the storms in our life, not the sunshine, like in your case, you're still here. And think about the biggest gift that you received, Gina. You're still breathing, you are still fighting there, you are still reaching out, you are choosing not to give up. That is the biggest gift. Some people might die on their birthday. And that alone, the fact that you show up, you're fighting, you're reaching out, that alone deserves honor. Happy birthday, Gina. We're here on this live, celebrating you. And not because you're born, it's because of what you are becoming. And I know you are becoming. The fact that you reached to me and said, "Are you coming live tonight?" That's what it is, because I wanted to think deep. Do you think that think I can get substitutes for lavender? I watched it on YouTube, on your YouTube, but I can't get it here. Gina, you're welcome. You are a superstar, Gina. Happy birthday to you. You see, that's amazing. What do you mean that you can't get it anywhere? That's what we do here. We promote doTERRA, deep philosophy. I don't understand what you're saying, that I need to start putting myself first, take care of my health. Absolutely. 100%. You are alive. Your story, your life, it's not over. It starts right now. Okay? You're breathing. God is there for you. You're feeling. It doesn't matter, are you Italian? No, I'm not Italian, I am Romanian, but we are not far from Italian. Gina is with Italian heritage. But yeah, us in Romania, we understand very well Italian, and we're quite similar to Italians. I'm Italian, yeah. And I understand that. I understand how you're feeling. Um, your heart, I thought you were Jew, to be honest. Religion, I believe in God. I believe in God. I'm not Jew. Yeah. Anyway, I believe in God. That's what matters for me the most. The fact that you are feeling and you reached out, it means that your heart is still soft. It shows strength, in my opinion. And maybe on that day, you didn't feel special because your family were not there. The fact that they didn't say happy birthday and they didn't celebrate you like you wanted to, or maybe, it was that expectation. But the fact that you reached out, in my opinion, it tells a lot about you. You're not weak, you are awakening, in my opinion. Otherwise, you wouldn't have reached out. I have a friend from Argentina. She looks like you and she's Jew. Honestly, why is that? Why the religion matters? As long as we believe in God, that's all that matters. Or you're just saying, yeah, just for conversation. Okay, and this year ahead of you, just saying, okay. Yeah, so this year ahead of you is not just about surviving. I think if I will give you a gift, is it is this year you need to stabilize yourself, to ground yourself, to heal, exactly like you said, to put yourself first and to look after your health, to build that emotional strength. Jess, Jessa, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. We're talking tonight to Gina, especially to Gina, just because she feels alone. She just turned 60 on Monday, and her family didn't wish her happy birthday. And I want her to know that for this year ahead, get out of that survival mode, start stabilizing yourself. Thank you, Jessa. I really appreciate you. Start grounding yourself, healing, that emotional resilience, emotional strength. Learn how to regulate your nervous system. Learn how to support your hormones, okay? Learn how to support your mind with tools, not just with the willpower, because no woman, should have to go through this on herself, on her own. Okay, we have supporting tools, we have a community. That's also very important, to have someone that you can speak to. you know that's what it matters. Love all. How can we regulate our nervous system? How I do it is with the help of essential oils. Um, that's what I do, Sammy, day in and day out. Love your posts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Um, yeah, I will be here to serve my community. I will be here to post. I will be here to answer to people. For me, it's a passion now. It's really is a passion. And I will be here to continue to do that. Okay, and how to regulate our nervous system, it has two modes. The nervous system, it has two modes. Okay, is that when I keep on saying about fight flight mode, and this in that fight flight mode, it comes anxiety, it comes depression, it comes overthinking, it comes racing thoughts, um, panic attacks, it comes irritability, it comes that survival mode. So in the one of those modes, it's fight or flight. The other mode of or mode I'll call it, not mood. The other mode of our nervous system is rest and digest. I think it's a good passion helping people. You are really helping me. No. Let me say cheers to you. I'm extremely thirsty. I literally feel like drinking it in one go. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So we're talking about how to, because let me, Sammy asked about how to regulate our nervous system. So we're talking about the two modes, fight, flight, and then we have the rest and digest. And in the rest and digest, it comes, like calm, it comes clarity, it calms that grounding that I'm speaking about, the safe mode, the healing mode. Okay, so you're very welcome. Can you get out of the flight mode? I have this problem. Yeah, I'm just explaining right now a deep philosophy, and let's just uh, talk about that. Okay, most people today are not living, they are just surviving. Look around you, constant notifications on the phone. We have hormonal fluctuations, emotional disappointments, like in Gina's case, with her birthday. Maybe we have financial pressure, relationship stress. Okay, so the body doesn't know the difference between yeah between an argument and how to, doesn't know anymore. It reacts the same way. So if your nervous system is dysregulated, like you said as well, you experience all of this, anxiety, mood swings, you snap at people, even poor sleep. And it's all about the hormonal imbalance, cravings as well. That moment when you go to the fridge and you start eating, emotional eating, you're feeling tired, and that fatigue, um, you feel overwhelmed. And this is why because we were talking about what I wish for Gina for this new year that it is ahead of her. One of them is to regulate your system, your nervous system, okay? So regulation and is teaching your body to be safe again. That's what it is, okay? And it's done through, if you do breathing, for example, it's very much helping. Then you regulate your thoughts with the help of essential oils. You use them, you inhale, it goes through the amygdala, the nervous system, okay, the limbic system, okay, that is very good as well. Your nervous system loves predictability. So, yeah, what it means predictability. Maybe wake up at a particular time, same time every single day. Do a walk in the nature. That I find it really helpful. A walk in the nature. Eat healthy, protein-rich breakfast. If you feel hungry. Um, Maybe in the evening do a wind down ritual with essential oil, inhale. That is self-love. That is really, really self-love. Support your limbic system. And what is limbic system? What is this? It's about your emotional brain, because that emotional brain, it processes smells directly. Okay? And in the moment, I have lavender right now in my hand. So when I inhale lavender, instantly this calms me. It calms my anxiety. It lifts my mood. Hormones as well, okay? I know when I go to bed, I will sleep good, because lavender, it will really help me with this, okay? And the oils, because you asked me how to regulate your nervous system, I use these tools. For me, they are very important, together with meditation, with connection with God, with breathing at different parts of the day. But now, because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, I only go to oils. Literally, I'm going to have a shower and then oils. Okay, because I know that the oils, the essential oils, will calm my amygdala, my limbic system, which is the fear center. This is where the fear center is, in the amygdala. Okay, I know that the essential oils, and I know which one to choose, like lavender, peace, vetiver, um, um, valerian, all of this will increase serotonin and dopamine activity. That's what I have fear. I know you do. I know, I know. And this is where the oils will help a lot, because that fear, it's in the amygdala. It's in the fear center. Okay? Using the oils will increase serotonin, will increase dopamine, will lower the cortisol, and it will help regulate that hormonal spikes. Hello, good evening. Hi, Kay. It's great to see you guys. It's great to see you. It's neuroscience. It's so easy. It's so easy. When you're saying I'm barely coping, my first question to you, what tools are you using daily to regulate your emotions and your nervous system? Fear of starting an argument with my husband and kids, so I turn the other cheek. Mm, yeah, but you've done this quite all your life. And where did it get you? I think something needs to change. And this change is in your power. Is in your power. Okay? That's that's what it is. Because you need to lower that anxiety. You need to stabilize your hormones, your thinking, your fear, and so on. To speak safely to your body. I'm safe now. I'm loved. This feeling will pass as well. I practiced a number of years Vipassana. It's called the Vipassana meditation. And there, one of the things that I've learned is everything is ephemeral. So it comes, it stays for a while, and then it goes. That emotional ups and downs, Gina, are not weakness. They are very much a dysregulated nervous system, plus hormones, all over the place, and also stress. And healing, it's in your power, you know. There are tools, it's inside you as well, it's there. I know life hits hard sometimes. I know it does. But this is why I know I have my tools, and I wish you a lot of power as well. I know maybe you're exhausted right now because you didn't sleep. I feel for you. I have my magnesium, by the way, because I need to. I always take my magnesium. Oh, Gina, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Last night it was a very weird live, wasn't it? When I was taking all sorts of things. It was very weird. But how do you feel right now that you're? How do you feel right now? Hmm? Tell us. Exhausted. Okay. Uh, yeah. Exhaustion. It's not just being tired. You know that exhaustion is your nervous system is really having that flag. Yeah, it's a lot of like emotional overload, and it is because you said exhausted from thinking. What are you thinking exactly? What are you thinking? Hmm? Tell me what's in your mind. Because clearly your nervous system is really, really feeling it. Mm, Tell me, what are you thinking about? I'm just trying to understand how they could treat me like that. You have a lot of expectations, people have expectations from other people, and in the moment when we have too much expectations, then we are disappointed. And yeah, we I know it's where did I go wrong? Yeah, those expectations, yeah. When I had expectations in my life, they didn't come with happiness. Yeah, no, no. I'm dealing with a lot of pressure in my fashion career. I thought when I made it, it would improve. Okay, Sammy. So what happened now? What happened? It didn't improve. Hmm? Gina, I recommend you to buy a book for your birthday. The book is Let It Go by By who wrote it, Ana Maria? Hmm? Mel. Okay, that's fine. So, look, Ana Maria said about this book as well. Just the feelings of constant overwhelm. Okay. Um, Sammy, I was in fashion for 25 years. You see, there we are. You are connecting amongst yourselves. I love that. I love that. But, this book will help you to find your way, Gina. There we are. Look at this suggestion from Anna Maria. Gina, I understand how you feel, but you should focus on you. Be happy, even if they don't recognize. Exactly. You should focus on you. The stress. Yes. Very good. And also having expectations from others. Like you said, where did I go wrong? Was why I wasn't enough? Why they, they didn't give me cake and everything that you wanted? Why do I feel like I disappointed someone? And I'm sure that you think that you like that. Okay. Um, the expectations from your family is your projections. It's very much your projection, and yeah, they are very much about what they need to do. You're not failed. You didn't failed. You haven't failed. Okay, you haven't. It's just you didn't disappoint them. You didn't go wrong anywhere. You just, you are different. You feel different from them. You are more sensitive, I will call it, okay, than them. Maybe they have their own problems. Maybe they have their own. But how can family do that to someone that does so much for them? Hmm. Yeah, but in life, I'm not here on this live. Even I'll give an example. I'm not here on this live to, I don't know, to expect something from it. I'm here to give information. In the moment when we give something, it's good not to expect anything in return, because yeah, it comes with disappointments. In the moment when we have expectations from others, it will come with disappointments, because especially when your expectations aren't met, your nervous system immediately treats it like I'm in danger of rejection, and you go into a childhood wound again. It's that very much survival from childhood, in the moment when you are having expectations which are not met by your family. That's very good advice, Mihela. Thank you so much. I'm just trying my best to see exactly how do we make Gina, feel better, but you know that it is inside you. It's it is the healing. It's inside. Those where did those expectations aligned with who I truly am? Ask yourself like that. Did those expectations from your family requires to abandon myself? You know, meeting meeting expectations that cost your peace, it's a self betrayal. And as you said, you need to put yourself first. Yeah, put we feel exhausted, like you are feeling right now, because you are trying to live up to expectations. They drain you. It drains your energy. And maybe the real shift there is not necessarily where did I didn't go wrong. Is maybe you just stopped bending, and to understand that when people have expectations, yeah, maybe communication. Did you tell them? Did you try to communicate with them? I never knew how to put myself first. Oh, yeah, we need to, like, to start a healthy relationship with ourselves as well. You know, exactly like you said, how to put myself first. Yeah, it's a very powerful thing. Hmm. You always been with this self-sacrifice, but putting ourselves first is aggressive about it. Hmm. Well, putting ourselves first is not selfish. It's not. It's needed. In my opinion, it's very much needed. You know, being available for everyone, being the strong one, being the fixer in the house, being the one who cooks all the time, being the peacemaker, and so on. Where is your identity? Okay, where is your identity is built? It's built around that holding everything together. I lost it. Yeah. But of course, how can you put yourself first if your nervous system is exhausted? You can't pour. You can't pour from a nervous system that is exhausted. So, of course, you cannot love if you have this resentful. And it seems to be that there is there, you feel depleted. And putting yourself first is not about the ego. Maybe you feel it that way because I know the Italian upbringing this very much is the same as Romanian. Even my grandmother said, all my life I put you guys, you children first. But putting yourself first, it's not an ego. It's not coming from the ego. It's a regulation. But it's hard. It feels so hard, isn't it, to put ourselves first? It's so hard. It's coming from that fear of disappointing others. You think that if you put yourself first, you will disappoint them. It feels guilty. Absolutely. Yeah, well, what did I say? It's coming from, disappointing others. And that is also coming. Did you look at my videos, like Gina, the one on childhood wounds? If you want to message me, did you watch those on my YouTube? Also, you're thinking, like, if I take care of myself, if I put myself first, I lose the love of the loved ones. I lose the love of my family. Yeah. And how to actually put yourself first, like practical advice, okay? Stop explaining your boundaries. That is the first thing which, not yet, but I promise I will. I promise you, Gina, they will help you a lot. And if deep philosophy is still here, I would like to understand in the, very truthful, not without saying it just for the sake of saying it. Did it help you, deep philosophy? Hmm? Those two videos that I have them on my YouTube. Did they help you claim your power? Yeah, claim your power. It is because you are. I keep on pulling. Anyway, um, so Stop explaining your boundaries. What means that, If you need 10 minutes for yourself, you don't need to justify it. Oh, I can't do this today. Oh, it doesn't work for me. I need a rest. I'm not available, whatever. No, over explaining is a trauma response, and that is going into the childhood. Clear is kind, short is powerful. That's it. That's it. So the first thing is stop explaining your boundaries. You need them, and that's the bottom line. Again, how else can you practically start loving yourself? It's schedule yourself as a priority. Yes, but I don't yet understand how oils improve mood. It's something I'd like to try. Okay, it's through this limbic system. I know it's hard to understand. I know it's hard, but it's the limbic system relate to the childhood ones. Oh, very, very, very powerful. It goes through the limbic system. Deep philosophy. Go and Google. Just Google how essential oils are affecting the limbic system, and you will see what is stored in that limbic system. And this is how essential oils are triggering. This is why they calm your mind, they're regulating your nervous system, and so on. It's very powerful. I'll explain. I'll explain, okay? But let me come back to Gina. That's why I'm asking for natural substitutes for lavender so I can try it. Natural substitutes for lavender. I don't know. It's for me. It's lavender is the most important thing. It's why would you like a substitute? What was the name of the book you mentioned? Anna Maria. I think she said "Let It Go" by Mel. Okay. That's and if you scroll up with through the comments, you'll see it. It's called "Let It Go" by Mel. Okay, yeah, yeah. Did you look for that, Gina? Hmm? Okay, but yeah, just thinking about what you said, deep philosophy for natural substitutes for lavender. Roman chamomile. Can you find Roman chamomile in your area? It's also very gentle, very calming. It's great for stress, for irritability, for sleep. I also use it. Deep philosophy. Where are you from? Bergamot is another very good substitute for lavender, but I will give you substitutes also in essential oils because that's all that I know. I don't know exactly. Lavender is difficult to find it here, but I'll keep trying. I'll try Nigeria. Okay. Well, yeah, I know, and even these essential oils are hard to get. I mean, like DoTerra is not in Nigeria, unfortunately, and I have so many people messaging me from Nigeria, and I can't help them. Isn't that a pity? It's such a pity. Frankincense, we also source it from Oman. Greetings from Colorado. It's lovely to have you. It's wonderful. Ilang Ilang, again, it's I think it's from Madagascar. I'm not sure of that one, but yeah, geranium, neroli. But there is no, I'm looking for someone who can open Nigeria because honestly, the amount of messages that I have from people, well, you're helping me so far. Thank you. Yeah, of course. But yeah, I'm just trying to think about So opening Nigeria, but it will have to be through one of the countries that where doTERRA is open. So South Africa, Europe, America, Australia, India. If if you know any Nigerians which are working or traveling to these places, we can speak. Anyway, coming back to how to put yourself first, Gina. Yeah, we said about the boundaries. Schedule yourself as a priority. That's it. That's it. Quiet time, your time, me time. It's called me time. That's it. It's your time, and you don't need to give any explanation. Until now, you put everyone else first. Now, it's your time. And you regulate, yes, me time. Absolutely. So I'm giving you now practical steps. Okay? Regulate before you react. When someone disappointed you, like in your case with your family, because they didn't wish you a happy birthday, they didn't give you cake and flowers and so on. Pause. Pause and breathe in 4 seconds and then 6 seconds out. And you say internally, I'm allowed to choose myself, because majority of the women abandon themselves in these moments when someone frowns. That's conditioning. So that's what it is. You pause. That is called regulating yourself. Again, what else? What ideas? It's you build daily your nervous system. You support your daily your nervous system. Okay, because again, if your emotions are not regulated and so on, you will, how shall I say it? If you are emotionally dysregulated, automatically, by default, you will be people pleasing. That's what it is. This is why you need to regulate your emotions. Otherwise, you will be, by default, people's pleasing. Okay? In the moment when your emotions are regulated, when your nervous system is regulated, you will hold boundaries very calmly. And that's it. You will hold boundaries. And I observed this in myself, how I used to be. And when I started to regulate my emotions, the boundaries, yeah. And this is where the essential oils are coming, calming essential oils, lower cortisol, reduce emotional reactivity, and so on. Good evening for Spider Vein. I forgot what you recommended. Yeah, cypress is one of the oils that I recommend. Cypress, very good. Okay, very, very good. I know that you are used with overgive. You said you're cooking. Will I be able to communicate without breaking down crying? Um, do I get it on your website? Do you have any recommendation for histamine issues? Yeah, so let's take it. Communicate without breaking down. Not in the beginning, Gina, because you will automatically feel like crying. Yes, you will feel like crying. And I know because I'm also Pisces, and Pisces, we're all about crying. And not only. Um, Not in the beginning, but, with practice, you will start you will start communicating without breaking down. Okay. Okay, let's just say about histamine issues. What do I recommend? It's we have some capsules called 3Es. That is very helpful, really. But also on the, how do you call this part of the nose? Yeah, this part. You apply lemongrass, you apply a lemon in the evening because in the day it is photosensitive, so you don't go out when in the light. Lavender, um, lavender, lemon, and lemongrass on this part of the nose, okay? Diluted with coconut oil. Let me do the puzzle. Yeah, yeah, I have to do the puzzle when I when I have 1 hour. So these are the three oils that I recommend: lavender, lemon, and lemongrass, but also our capsules called 3Es. Yamral, where about do you live? Because there is a website, so the issue seems to H2 histamine intolerance. Okay. Yeah, it's but the histamine, it's very in DC. DC, I will assume that it's in is it Colombia, the Canada? Is it Canada, DC? Maybe no, I'm not good with that, but yeah, Washington DC. Okay. Well, doTERRA is American, so if you message me, I will be able to send you the link. So I become your consultant. But again, if you know another doTERRA consultant that you want to choose, feel free to reach them. But histamine, coming back to the most dangerous animal. Okay, this makes me laugh. Your idea. Tofu. I love that. Why it makes me laugh because my food is mainly tofu. So, well, histamine is very used. It's very related to immune support. So you need to look at your immunity. You need to look your respiratory support. You need to look at detox. Clearing congestion as well. um, a very strong antimicrobial in the body, so you need to look at all of that to support your body. Thyme will also help internally. I normally do it in capsules. Okay. Thyme, also on this area, it will help very much. Eucalyptus diluted with coconut, fractionated coconut oil, because it's excellent for respiratory support, for clearing the sinuses. Yeah, it supports breathing. It cools down. Is that glacier sensation. We also have Ravintsara at doTERRA. You don't find it like an everyday oil in the, like you find frankincense, for example. But they're again powerful. What about the black seed oil? I don't have it at doTERRA. I have not used it. Black seed oil. I can only tell you what I use, and what I use. I don't have any histamine issues, but I worked with people who have it, and they've got excellent results following my advice, my guidance. So I only recommend for them doTERRA, and we don't have a black seed oil in doTERRA. Okay. But it's Ravinsara, very good, immune support. Frankincense, it's a must, because that is deep cellular regeneration, is immune support, anti-inflammatory, and it calms the nervous system. Lavender, it's a must. It's a must. Yeah, that's what it is like about the histamine. Mm, okay, so that's Gina, let's just talk more in messages and I'll give you some solutions there as well. And, I will listen to you and I'll talk to you more. I hope that you will feel soon, okay? Better. You'll feel better soon. What I will advise you, look at those videos on my YouTube regarding childhood wounds. So this H2 histamine issues makes me think there might be a gut issue. Yes, it's immunity which starts in the gut. It starts in the gut, okay? The immune system, it starts there. So it is also a gut issue. Yeah. And for this, you will need the probiotics, you will need our enzymes. Very important, full detox. They are a must, okay? Yeah, thank you. You can imagine how many times I'm going to the bath, to the toilet in the evening, well, in the night. Too much drink. It was full. Too much drink. I shouldn't have drank so much, but no, it's okay. Anyway, I had good results with our enzymes. Okay, if you had it, then why did you stop them? You're not. Is the second time on this live that I'm asked if I'm Jewish. Why? What? Why do you think I'm Jewish? I'm just curious. Why do you think I'm Jewish? I'm just wondering, that's all. Ah, okay. No, I'm not Jewish. I'm normally Christian. I'm born, what is that called? Greek Orthodox. Greek Orthodox. But for me, I'm not a practicant. It's not very stable. What's not very stable? That's why I stopped. I don't understand. I am not a practicant, like I'm not going to the church. I have God inside me. I have, and I know God is love. It's affection. It's empathy. So it's helping people. That's what I do. I don't go to the church, especially to pray. I pray in my own home. I connect with God every moment. I do it through Ho'oponopono as well. I have my own ways to connect with God. Yeah. So for me, a religion, it doesn't mean that, no. Anyway, I can go to talk even more about that. But of course, I need to kind of stop the live now. I don't want to because tonight I feel very deep connection with people. I feel very deep in emotions, I will say. It's a very different life from yesterday. I mean, like yesterday it was a very weird life, but tonight it's very deep life because we spoke about Gina mostly. The concept of religious puts us off. Absolutely, yeah, it really puts me off as well. So I'm not here to talk religion, politics. Yeah, I relate with God the same way you do. Religion is just an anchor. Yeah, absolutely. You're very wise, deep philosophy. You really are very wise. I would love one day to meet you. We have to keep in touch because one day I'll come to Nigeria or maybe you come to the UK. Message me if you come in the UK. It will be great to come and meet you in person. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording on YouTube.